serious or no petty. And I say, but
No.
Who does that? I'm very comfortable. She said, I cannot lie.
Diana in her full element. I don't think there's anybody in the house that likes gossip as much as Diana. The way her face gets lit up whenever there's new gist, whenever there's something for them to talk about. I'm like, okay, oh. And it's the way they were not looking at the door, like maybe they were trying to check if someone was coming or what. Like, what are you scared of? What's the fear? So you guys, let's talk about the things that happened in the house. This house has turned to Fuji house of commotion. Let's talk about the things that happened yesterday, even the under Duve moments and all the, bobo tibo. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new here, please do subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that I can get notified each time I post a brand new video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. So yesterday, Amaka and Daniella, they had a fight. It was basically a misunderstanding, to be very honest with you guys. So it was about contributions for what they were the supplies that they were going to get from Big Brother. It turns out that Amaka ordered for Bailey's, and then Daniella felt like she was supposed to share it amongst them because they contributed equal amounts of money to buy those things. And the whole thing just escalated beyond how it was supposed to escalate.
I gave Deji. What are you now saying? I'm not sharing it. My money is fucking inside this bottle. Boy, I take. Carry it. I'm not asking you anything. You did not go and meet Modella to give her this energy. I asked her to the bottles with you. I thought you divided it equally.
For me, I think that it was a case of a misunderstanding and the approach. They all contributed 1,500 pocket naira to buy stuff, and Amaka was saying that she wanted Bailey's. So Amaka and Modella specifically said that they wanted Bailey's, right? And the Bailey's came and they kind of owned it. It was just like for Modella and Amaka. So for me, I feel like regardless of the fact that they said that that is what they wanted, they all contributed equal amounts. So I believe that they were supposed to at least each have they were supposed to partake in it, right? So apparently they did not involve Daniella, and she felt some type of way that they did not even like ask her whether she wanted, and she approached Amaka. But the manner of approach, the way she approached Amaka was like, okay, why did you guys give me this, da 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 da? And Amaka was like, everybody had their own personal stuff. Even Daniella had her own personal things, but Daniella contributed extra 1,000 naira for those personal things that she got. So it's a different case. Fina, the things that she got apparently is still for the entire house. In fact, I don't know why let's not even dwell on this. Let's not even dwell on this particular topic. It was just a misunderstanding. It was not even that deep. Moving on, I don't understand what is going on between Dotsun and Daniella. It's as if things are getting more intense or getting deeper by the day. Yesterday, they were sitting in the living room, and there was a point where Dotsun blew kisses to Daniella. Daniella was not like, oh my shit, like, it's just an exclamation, like, ha, wahala, or what's even going on here?
Need some lip gloss tonight.
That one did not really surprise me too much, or that one was just like, okay, it's just one of those things that maybe friends would do. But they now ended up staying when they went to bed, they ended up staying close to each other. On the same bed. I don't even know whether to say it was on the same bed or like different beds that are together, because their beds are kind of joined, right? So but they were close, they slept close to each other, and it was almost as if Dotsun was trying to move hands around, and I think that her body movement was showing that, okay, no, I don't want this, I'm not really in for this right now. Then after a while, he now kind of turned, and that was it. I don't think anything happened between them. In fact, nothing happened between them. Not that I don't think anything happened between them. Nothing happened between them. My only issue with that video, or my only issue with the situation, is them staying that close, like maybe staying on the same bed. Like, why? What are you guys doing on the same bed? What's even going on here? What's even happening in this house? In fact, that's the gist. That's the gist. Moving on from it, so we also have Giddyfia and Amaka, and at this point they're already acting as if they've been couples for a long time. They started cuddling yesterday already, and then today they started cuddling like 2 days ago, right? And then today, early this morning, we had them playing love in the bed. There's some pegs.
I want to go and shower. Go. I know they move that way.
They did the talks everybody there for. Organa bath, you say you won't go bath.
Sorry, it was a mistake. Okay, sing for me. Let me get naked. Get naked.
Very soon, everybody in this house is gonna be booed up in Watoni's voice. Then about the conversation that happened between Adekunle, Daniella, and Elo Swag, it was kind of, I think it was Adekunle that started the whole gist. He was talking about what Doyin told him. Doyin told him one or two things, and that gave rise to the conversation that they had. So Doyin told him that she felt like his situation with Alison was like a strategy. He was using that as a strategy. And then he also said that she called him assistant devil or something like that. It was just basically around like she feeling like he's being very strategic in the game. And then Diana also said that she told her the same thing. And then I told Elo Swags that she's going to come to him very soon. Elo Swags was like, she cannot try that, but they're not that close, or they don't roll like that.
Yeah, she was like, she even thought of using Alison again as a strategist. She said, I don't know, she mentioned, come and tell you. Come and tell you.
On this issue of strategy and people being strategic in the house, the way they take it, I don't know. I feel like after watching Big Brother South Africa, Big Brother Mzansi, the way they were talking about their strategies, they will go to Big Brother, they will discuss their strategies with him and all of that. So it was obvious that, okay, those that had strategies, they had the strategy that they had, and then with time they'll change it and all of that. So they were very open about their strategies. It was not really a big deal. So this conversation around strategy, this person's being strategic and all of that, it's that, I don't know, Sha, like they should own up. I mean, they should own it, even if it's just to Big Brother. Just own it, right? That's what I feel. Maybe it's because I've watched a season of Big Brother where they did that, and I feel like it was cool. But yeah, moving on, they entered other people's gist. They talked about Chichi, they talked about Rachel, they talked about Alison, they talked about Hermes, talked about Shegs, talked about, who else they even talk about? They dissected like so many housemates. They talked about so much, but I'm just going to address a few of the things that they talked about because it was just a lot. So Adekunle brought Shegs into the conversation. He was saying that Shegs is still kind of finding it difficult to, would I say, understand him, and figure him out. And then Elo Swag was now telling Adekunle that Shegs likes him, that if he didn't like him, he would not give two F's about what he's doing or what he's up to and all of that. So Shegs likes him, and Adekunle kind of agreed to that. He was saying that the way Shegs looks at him is almost like he's seen that he can fit into anywhere.
Shegs Jabba, he's legit confused about the kind of person that I am.
Shegs actually likes you. If you like somebody, you don't give a fuck what they say, what they do.
I'm like an enigma to him. I can be fine boy, cool boy, and I can also get my hands dirty. Look at the dance we did now. He knows to do dance with us. I literally fit in almost. So he's like,
Adekunle, it's not everywhere that you can fit into. When it comes to like vibing, parties, and there are certain things that I feel like they have some similarities. When it comes to like partying, dancing, they both seem very boring and the parties to be very honest, or let me just say out of place, right? Because when they are trying to vibe, when Adekunle was with Alison, it was almost just like, oh, he just had to stand by Alison and just move a bit, and which is what Shegs kind of does and all of that. So Adekunle, I don't agree with that one. There are some situations where I feel like you don't really fit in, but I beg. And they now went back to, the gist now went back to Doyin. They were now saying that Doyin is onto her new target. That they now spoke about Brien, right? That I think she was trying to get to know Brien. So they highlighted that. And then this night she was talking to Cheesy. So it was almost like, oh, she's onto her new targets.
two of them were together. I sat in their meeting. I was like, "Can get the fuck out, talk to Brien." Look, and I just left. Doing one time in the arena.
So with these conversations that they were having, it's not like they didn't have a point completely. Like there are some things that they said that I can agree with. When it comes to the Doyin aspect, I noticed what happened between herself and Brien tonight. She was telling Brien that she feels like he's not as cool as she thought he would be. Like, you've just known this guy for like one day plus, and you're like, oh, you're not as cool as I thought. How do you want him to take that kind of thing? It's like he got it. The way he took it, yeah, he was trying to explain himself. He now started talking about how he has social anxiety. Like, he started trying to explain himself as to why he may probably not seem that cool. Then she now changed. She was not like she didn't really mean it that way. That what she meant is that she thought that they were going to vibe and they were going to be close. So I feel like with Doyin, she tries to will I say, get into your head or tries to study you with those conversations that she usually has. She says some things, she tries to find out what you're on about. Like, she tries to get into your head basically, and it's not exactly a bad thing, right? Because it's a game and you really need to understand everybody. That's how she was able to figure out that DJ was a fake housemate, or she kind of says that DJ was a fake housemate. Like, she'll make you say things that you probably did not want to say. So I think in that aspect they have a point a little bit, but the way they were coming at it was almost like, oh, she's going for them as maybe she wants them or something. Because with the cheesy situation, Elo Swag said he asked Doyin who she's going to pick if she wins head of house, who she'll pick to share the head of house room with, and she said cheesy. And then Adekunle was not saying that maybe her body don't full, and saying that somebody's body is full is probably like, oh, the person is interested in doing bad things, or the person wants to release basically. So I felt like you can say certain things, but like when you start touching on certain topics and start going when you start going too far, it now becomes annoying. Like, it doesn't make any sense that you're like really going deep with this kind of conversations.
Then we need to hold the picture, and I said that no, it is only that we're in that room. It's cheesy.
About if you don't fall.
Yes.
About if you don't fall.
So yeah, they spoke about a lot, right? You can find all the things like Banky the Bestowed posted a lot of that on her page. It was a lot. I feel like they touched on too many things that we cannot really start analyzing it one by one here, right? So let's just not even do that, because it doesn't even make sense to do that. And I feel like it was just gist. It was gist, and it was gossip, and it was talk, and it was slandering, everything in one. So let's just leave it at that. This is where I'm going to end this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye. Love you.